Hey. uh, Cracking my knuckles. So, welcome. Hi. Whoever's tuning in, whoever's not tuning in, whoever's watching the replays. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in. Just to give you a recap, my name is Matthew Warbe. I'm a aspiring novel writer. I guess you could tell by the title of this. I'm writing my first novel. Well, it's not really my first novel, but it's the first novel I'm hoping to complete. I wrote several that I never published because I always afraid that they sucked. So this is the first one I'm actually going to complete. Um, Previously, last week, we actually worked on. I'm gonna open it for you guys. We actually opened and we worked on chapter one, but we worked on this even before I even written an outline. This was all just going off of my head, which is very good but very bad. You should never really do that. You should always have like a proper outline. It saves you wonders. But we got about 7 pages of chapter one in standard Word documents, so I'm kind of happy about that. But today I actually want to make an outline. So I did a character outline. So as you can see, did a character outline. I got inspired by Japanese manga. I love how they have like everything detailed to the point where they even tell you that the character's blood type. Like if it's O negative, A positive, B positive, whatever. So kind of had to do this the same thing here. Um, but yeah. So character outline. We did chapter one. So today I really wanted to do the outline because my ADHD is very bad and I do forget things. I forget a lot of things. So really wanted to do the outline today. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna make a new Google Doc. So we are going to write this as a full outline. There we go. And then so I guess we'll just do this. There you go. It's gonna be like the worst outline ever, but all right. So how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? I don't even know how am I gonna do this. So I guess we're probably gonna do. Think here. God, it's so long because so like I do a lot of screenplay writing, and a lot of screenplay writing we do the traditional like 3 act structure. So like act one, which is like the beginning, and then like act two, the middle, and then act three, which is your, you know, climax, aka end. So like that's how we kind of like so that's how we kind of do like that's how we do it in like screenplay writing. It's always a beginning, middle, end. Regardless of like if it sets up a sequel or something like there, it's always a closed loop, right? Beginning, middle, end. So I guess yeah, I guess like we could keep it at the 3 act structure. So we could do like act one. We could do act one, and then so let's see. I guess chapters. That's the thing. Like So my ADHD, I don't like long books. I don't like as much as I like long books like Game of Thrones. That was, oh my god, that took me forever to like read. So many books take me so long to read because they're so long. Like um the one I just finished not too long ago, which I did it for adaptation. I did it for a screenplay adaptation. I got paid to do a screenplay adaptation, even though she didn't like it. She didn't like my draft. I still got paid for it, so I didn't really care. You know, I mean, it was a first draft. It wasn't the final draft, so but she didn't like it. So, but yeah, it was trying to see here. Where it is. Yeah. This was this is it. It's called When Your Family Says No. It's a memoir by Leah Martinez. Um I did that. I still have the book print. This is the last one. This one's like 300 and uh, yeah, this is like close to 400 pages. Actually, no, this was 200. This was like 300 pages. Yeah, this is about 300 pages. So that took me a little while. That took me forever. That took me forever. The Audible was actually easier. The Audible was only like 8 hours, so that was actually pretty cool. The audio was actually a lot easier. But yeah, so trying to keep this. So what's divisible by three? So divisible by three. Seven's divisible by three. Seven's a good number. So yeah, seven's a good number. Seven heaven. Seven heaven. When I see their happy faces smiling back at me. Seven heaven. I know there's no greater feeling than the love of family. Where can you go? Oh my god, no, my singing's horrible. But yeah, so chapter 7. And then act 2 will be two will be do, do, do. 14. And then finally act 3 be chapter oh, I forgot. Oh god, that was very stupid of me. I forgot I'm pressing the num keys, and I have the num keys actually transitioning. Oh, that was horrible. Okay, so all right, so recap here. I'm doing an outline, so we're doing the traditional 3 act structure: Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. So Act 1, um, we're just brainstorming here. So Act 1, just anything divisible by like 3, and I was singing Seven Heaven. So we'll start with 7. So sevens, 7, 14, and then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So, but I don't like 21. You know what? 20, I will say, all right, 20. So let's put 22. Yeah, so let's put 22 and possible uh possible epilogue chapter. So possible. I'm not sure yet. So I'm not sure yet because I'm not really sure because I mean it's I like uh so like I don't know. Like should I do an epilogue chapter? Should I not do an epilogue chapter? I mean I mean chapter 22, 21 or 22 might be the ending. I'm not there yet. I put 22 as placeholder, but um, so like we did chapter 1 already. So we did chapter 1 already. So let's put chapter 1 down. Okay, chapter 1 to 22. So let's start chapter 21. Uh, chapter 21. Chapter 21, chapter 1. All right. So chapter 21, 21. So kind of set up the intro. Um, intro setup. Uh, main female. Introduction. Introduction. We did that. It's like we set so much. Like there's so much here. So we set up a lot. So this is a lot of setup. This is mainly just setup for like her. So all of this is like mainly just set up for her. That's what I want because I really don't want to get into the nitty gritty like until like probably chapter 3 or 4. Like because I want the first two chapters. That's pretty much the gifts of it. Pretty much the gifts of it because I'm not really sure. So, you know what? I'm gonna because there's a lot of Chapter 2. Trying to see. Because it's like, I'm trying to think here. So, what should be chapter 2? Like, what should really be chapter 2? Because I'm trying to think here, which is kind of funny because my camera is like really bad here. There you go. More or less. More or less. But yeah, like, so, you know what? I want to introduce. Yeah, so I want to introduce, because we introduced her in the first chapter. So, you know what? I want to introduce him, and then fine, Google. Fine. I'll put it the way you want it. Google's being a bit of a a-hole today. But yeah. Introducing the male phone. So I really want to capitalize. I really want to capitalize. So he's following, trying to see. Trying to like, so like uh yeah, so this is probably where. Always says shadows, he oversees crime scene. Fine, Google. So like trying to see, cause should I do like, mm, yeah, maybe, just maybe, because that would be very good. So like this is like a continuation of like, yeah, this is like a continuation. I really like this. I really like this. It's a continuation. I really do. Okay. Fights a demon. Information. Member child. Chapter one. Name of all really demons. Guys, I like this part because it's a. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Let's. Just got an Instagram. I like this because so the very first chapter. So the very first chapter. This is a kind of like a first person view. So first person point of view. So I really would like to keep that. So I really want to keep that. Fighting for a demon. There's big hints to the plot. All this just for all this just for all this just for like full transparency. I swear to God. It's like in this day of like AI and this whole AI BS, like everybody is like pointing fingers like, oh my God, you're using AI, you're using AI. Like everybody's using a like I swear to God, this Salem witch hunt is crazy. It's probably like because if it was up to me, I don't know. I guess because I'm a real private person, I really don't like sharing a lot. But but it's like come on, dude. Like not like just because everything looks all nice and clean doesn't mean that it's AI. Like seriously. Right? Like sometimes a person's just really good at writing. Doesn't mean they're using AI. Hold on. Oh, okay. Back on track. Back on track. Back on track. All right. So we're back on the outline here. Uh, uh, so chapter one, Ava got a spill. Hmm. About what she saw. So one of those two, like either she's medically cleared or it's a thing, and we cut to the police precinct. Let's see here. Trying to see. It's very hard because my camera's like right there, but yet I'm staring at the OBS screen. Because right here, like this is where my second monitor is that has the OBS screen, so that way I can make sure like my live stream is like perfectly fine. Where I have drop frames, all that other crap, my CPU usage, blah blah blah. So, because I did have a issue before because it gave me like a yellow error. So now I'm like paranoid. I'm constantly searching there. So if you see my eyes moving there, it's because of OBS. Like I'm just super paranoid. I am super paranoid. It's insane. Like my paranoia is like all time high. All right, so where was I? Ava's question about her captain. What happened? I was like, eh. Reminds me a lot of Parasite Eve. Maybe. Maybe. Because I don't want to dig too much into it, but have you played? Like, has anybody played Parasite Eve? God, I'm talking to myself. Uh, so you know what? Cover. Yeah, because got a little cop show going on here. Kind of like a mixture of like Bones, maybe Blood Ties, maybe a mixture of Blood Ties too. That was actually a pretty good show. Um, it's based off of books actually. Then she talks forensics about what they discovered, blah blah. Uh, forensics can. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Hmm, always there. Always there. Watching. Thanks. All right. So, heading to. Should I do. I mean. Uh, so we started. Let's just do a recap. Yeah, see. 'Cause I really don't. Backstory to her character. So pretty much, I mean, this is all just to keep my train of thought, honestly, because I lose, I get sidetracked so many times. Like, stop sending me messages. So yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go to chapter 4. Okay. Uh, so I guess if we were doing this like a crime drama, so more weird and unusual cases pop. More weird and unusual cases pop up. Uh, I guess. Suicides, fires. Uh, Kind of like, so if you, I guess anybody seen the DC animated movie Justice League Dark? Justice League Dark. Um, yeah, this is where I'm getting a lot of this vibe from. So a lot of this vibe, where is my right here? It's kind of like a lot of Justice League Dark. There's a lot of crazy crimes. One of them I actually want. I'm probably thinking, and one of them, Batman saves a baby because this woman was hallucinating that her baby was the devil, and she throws her baby off of the window, like off of the balcony, and Batman saves the baby. So I might. It's crazy, but hallucination. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, so like, uh, trying to think here. So there was a what's the phrase I'm looking for? Uh, Phrase I'm looking for. Oh, there you go. There you go. So yeah, like, because I think this is where like either 5 or 6. So right before the end of Act One, um, I want to I want to start bringing in the main villain or these partial villains. So I guess I'm trying to like bring it in now, teasing it a bit. So we're gonna add in the demonic symbols, stuff like that. Trying to think here. Da, 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 da. So should I bring in uh should I bring in the so Kind of like doing his own parallel investigation. Trying to see here. See? Gosh, my arm has like a black and blue when it's hurting me. Uh, that way. Here's the thing. That's how I kind of have it. We're getting to the juicy part. We're getting to the juicy part. This one I am taking straight from where is my mouse? There you go. This one I know exactly. So there you go. There you go. This is how I always picture like their first meeting. She has to be saved. Like I know it's cliche, but I just like that's always been my thing. Like, yeah, she's a strong, independent woman, but sometimes when dealing with supernatural, you need a supernatural to fight a supernatural. So she's out of her element. So she needs saving, you know. Just in that context. She needs saving in that context. So this is where you kind of get oh wow, my bit rate's at 13,000. Did I set my bit rate? I don't even know anymore. No anymore. Counter. God, that light. I gotta move that light because it's like trying to like maybe put it like up here, but not sure yet. But uh, got this out of order. That should be there. There. So trying to keep it here. Yes. Okay. So this is where we get there. Official meeting. Let's see. And we got more distractions. Oh. Sorry. Somebody's like, oh my god, I just saw this notification. And I'm telling them, look, I'm still live. I'm still here. This one's another one. What's doing live? Let's do a live stream, and I'm like answering. Oh, she could not get to my live stream. Yep, still live. All right. Next time, I'll send it to her Instagram. I'm still learning this social media thing. I'm still learning like how to promote myself and do social media. It is my biggest weak point. So it's like if I ever finish this novel, my biggest hurdle will probably be promoting it. That will be my biggest hurdle. Um, that will probably be my biggest hurdle. Promoting it. Uh, da, da, da. End this now. This one. Okay. This one is that's pretty decent. Oh, I got a new view. Wow. Oh, thank you for viewing, whoever you are. Uh, if you need a quick recap of what I'm doing, just I guess type it in the chats or something, and or just say so, and I'll do a quick recap for you and tell you what we're doing. But you know what? Let me do a quick recap now. So so basically, if you're new, never heard, I'm writing my first novel. So the concept title right now is called Ashes of Heavenly Love, and it's supernatural. Yeah, it's kind of like a supernatural romance thing with a little bit of like detective stuff. Um, so last week I kind of went just like just off the cuff, off of the top of my head, and we kind of did the first chapter last week without doing any type of oops, my microphone dropped. Okay, there you go. Okay, so last week we kind of, well, not we, but me, we kind of, I kind of went off the cuffs, just off of my head, and just did the first entire chapter, no outline, no brainstorming, just like writing it basically. I started it a couple weeks ago and then I finished it last week. But this week, I actually wanted to do a more traditional route. So I'm doing basically outline. So I'm outlining the entire novel out chapter by chapter, just brief sentences, paragraphs about the main talking points of what am I going to do. Um, I'm going by the traditional three act structure. So beginning, middle, and end. More or less 7 chapters for each act. So we kind of get an even 21 chapters in total, 22. Um, I'm still kind of like iffy about the ending because I know the ending that I want, but I don't know if I want to close it or leave it open ended for a possible sequel book if I ever do a sequel book. So sorry. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So um yeah, so this is why chapter 1 was very short because I already wrote it, but chapter 2, it's where primarily we're going to introduce the male lead, the male protagonist, and then so this whole chapter is probably going to be just him, and I'm still trying to figure out that logistics. Um and then we're kind of like we're going back to her and I'm slowly trying to bring them in together. So this is where we kind of get a parallel in chapter 4 where he's kind of doing his own thing, she's kind of doing her own thing, and they're like slowly converging together, and they're gonna hit a point where they're gonna dissect, or not dissect, but intersect. So pretty much, that's where we're at right now. We're kind of like taking his side, her side, and trying to come to a vantage point. Um, that's kind of where chapter 5 is, and then chapter 6. So this is where this is where we're be at with chapter 7, and this is where we're gonna close act 1. So this one, try to see, did I write anything down already? No. Yeah, see, this is where. Hmm. Ah, I know what. That's very important because I don't think I have anything yet about the big baddie. No. Chapter one, two, three, four. Oh. We haven't introduced the villain at all. All right, so we got to bring in the big baddie. We got to bring in the big baddie. So introducing the cult. So how we're gonna do this? Yeah, so I'm not kind of sure yet. Is like how should we this is like this is one of the many reasons why it's like pain. But like should we introduce him, just make a whole chapter dedicated to him, or either have the whole chapter dedicated to him or just like but we're gonna have to spoil a little bit of the plot. Because we're gonna have to go a little bit more with the plot. Demons are blah, blah, blah. That's pretty good. I kind of like that. I think it's so. Should the cult leader be immortal or some kind of person, maybe? Mm, what do I have on him? Captain. There you go, cult leader. Yeah, see, kind of a little too much about the plot there. But yeah, so trying to see because it's like he's not really a threat against a fallen angel. I mean, somewhat, unless I kind of make him a bigger threat. So okay, so far I kind of like that. All right, so I like that exactly. Trying to put in the seeds. Put in the seeds. As my old professor says, always plant seeds. Which I don't even think my professor, like, I don't even think my English professor actually published anything. Did she? That's so weird. I don't even remember, like, if my English professor was like actually like. No, I think she did, or maybe it was an English book. I hate these red lines. Really? Okay. Okay. So let's go back here. All right. So let's see. This is the beginning. All right. So we already kind of got this part done. Where's the my mouse go again? Okay, there you go. Okay. Intro once again. I like this part. I like this part a lot. Introducing the male lead. Weird. I'm probably going to. I'm probably gonna lean more into this. She's talking to the therapist more than she's like medically cleared. So I'll probably. But if I use that she's medically cleared, it will tie back directly into what happened at the end of chapter one. So I guess when I start writing it, I have to be like, which one should I, depending on the context, should I tie this directly into end of one, or should I kind of move ahead? This one there, this one there, this one there. This one, channel 4. Okay. Okay. Trying to get into the group of things. Okay. So, okay. Chapter 8. Sadly, sadly, we are going to end here with chapter 8. And then probably next week, I'll probably start writing chapter 2 just to see. I really need to change because I use the num keypad to type in my numbers, and I have the keypads assigned to my stream. So I really need to change that. But yeah, so I'm going to end the stream here because I sadly have to record another podcast episode, which I did not do. So I'm going to have to do that. And also get ready for work tomorrow. So, yeah. So, since we got the first act done, next week I'll probably just start writing chapter 2, 3, 4, 5. So that way, at least to keep the momentum going, that's probably what I'm gonna do. So I'm probably gonna start writing chapter 2 next week. So that's gonna be interesting. So if you're gonna come back next week we're gonna start padding out chapter 2. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, whoever you are, whoever the people on the stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.